Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Coach Bailey. What are the three keys to this conference game?
Well, I can't hear you. What?
What are the three keys to this conference game?
I can't hear you. You gotta speak up.
What are the three keys to this game?
The three keys to this game. One, could the referees hear me when I yell at them? Two, we need a rebound. We really need a rebound. Okay? We gotta block out first and then go pursue the ball. And we have to make sure we run a ball reversal offense right. We can't quick shoot.
Describe to me some of the emotion going on for these seniors. This is their last game on this court.
Yeah, I mean, we focused more on ourselves this week than we focused on Notre Dame. And certainly our senior class has had an outstanding career here, 4 years here. They're playing the last game, what an opponent to play.
How do you describe this rivalry?
It's intense. I think it's really one of the best rivalries in really any sport that we play. Hey, if you're playing at Tiddlywinks and it's Notre Dame against St. Pat's, there's going to be a crowd and it's going to be intense.
And how much do you think this stud section is going to affect this game?
They are the true sixth man, okay? They are every bit as important to our basketball program as any of those guys down by the back wall.
Thanks, Coach. Have a great game.
I can't hear you. What?
Have a great game. And tonight, for the first time in over 2 years, the Dons return to Curland Court to take on their arch rivals, our St. Patrick Shamrocks. And tonight, before we get started, I'd like to announce St. Pat's starting lineup: Xavier Pinson, Lawrence Merritt, Jalen Nelson, Max Chofi, and Ayo Ajayi, 4 of which are seniors, followed by 1 junior. And those 4 seniors will be playing their final game on this court tonight. What better way to end their St. Patrick basketball career than playing against Notre Dame? Notre Dame's lineup consists of number 1, Jeremiel Wilson, number 2, Malik Jenkins, number 32, Chris Hennichin, number 33, and their big... And St. Patrick basketball is next, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. And they're delaying the jump, making sure it's fair. And Notre Dame wins the jump. That was number 1, Wilson. And Stritzel with the ball. He shovels it off to Wilson. And right in there is Wilson, misses it. Rebound by the Shamrocks. X with it now. Dribbles right. And he takes a shot. No good. Max can't grab the rebound. And Stritzel has it coming down the court for the Dons. And a deep 3 is taken by number 2 and missed. X can't grab it. Stritzel comes right back with it. Shovels it down low. And that's Wilson, who puts it in for the first bucket of the game. And those first 2 points go to the Dons. 2-0. X with it now. Looks Lawrence in the corner, can't get it to him. Shovels it right inside to Jalen, who drives in and gets fouled. Jalen Nelson wears number 25. Last year he wore number 13. And in that jersey, number 13, at Notre Dame last December, he beat Notre Dame with a clutch buzzer beater 3. One that'll go down as one of the most heroic in St. Pat's Notre Dame history. They get the ball to X, who drives right in. Comes right back out after a little bit of physicality. And Jalen with it now. Drives in, kicks it out to Max Chofi for 3. No good. Ayo is going to get called for over the back, as he was not able to grab the rebound. That'll be his first foul. Both teams with 1. And Notre Dame shovels it right into Jenkins. Malik Jenkins sat out last year with an injury. This is his first time in the St. Patrick Notre Dame rivalry. Here's Wilson. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson's looking for Hennichin. Gets it over to Wilson. Back to Johnson. Back to Jenkins. Looks like they're trying to get the ball to Max Stritzel somehow, but he's being guarded tightly by none other than our best defender, Lawrence Merritt. St. Pat's defense looks like they came to play here today. Number 1 with the ball, that's Wilson. Shovels it off to Jenkins. Back to Wilson. Wilson on top of the key, takes a mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound. Max can't grab it, and the Dons pick it up. It's Stritzel for 3. No good. And it'll be Max who comes down with a hard-fought rebound. And Shamrock's coming back down with it. Lawrence, and gets the first bucket to go. And he looks right to Matt Stritzel because that's his assignment for the day. Coach Bailey said before the game they focused more on themselves than Notre Dame. And it'll be Shamrock ball as an offensive foul was called. I believe a moving screen. Lawrence to X. Notre Dame applying a full court pressure but sagging off rather quickly. X shovels it over to Lawrence. Lawrence with a quick stutter step takes a mid-range jumper, no good. But a whistle blew. A moving screen on the Shamrocks now. And now it's the Dons' ball. Coach Bailey said before the game, and you heard him, this is one of the best rivalries in all of sports, not just high school. Notre Dame stands in a position that we stood in similarly earlier this year. This year we started the season 18-2, and we sat at 10th in state. As a Notre Dame player loses the ball, and Luke Labus dives on it, gets it to Keyshawn, and Keyshawn will dribble it up, as Jeremiah and Luke Labus are both in the game. And they're in a similar spot as they're now ranked 18th after their recent hot streak, and we've slipped out of the top 25 after our little bit of a skid. And Coach Bailey said to these players before the game, they have what you've lost. Now let's go back there and take it. And so that's what the Shamrocks are looking to do tonight. Jeremiah Jones over to Lawrence in the corner. Lawrence on top to X. X dribbles right in, kicks it out. Luke Labus for three. No good. Jeremiah bumps the rebound to Lawrence, takes a little floater, and he gets it to go. 4 points early for Lawrence, and that's how many the Shamrocks have. Max loses it on the behind the back, gives it over in the corner for three. Schmack! Notre Dame gives themselves a 1-point edge as they lead 5-4. Keyshawn takes a three. Can't hit it. And number 2, Malik Jenkins will get the rebound and come right down the floor. And they're not going to call a foul, just a straight-up block by Luke Labus. Out of bounds off Luke, and it'll be the Dons' ball. And in come a freshman, Joe Fanning, Max Chofie, Jalen Nelson, X, and Lawrence. Excuse me, X and Keyshawn, along with Jalen and Joe and Max. Stritzel gets an easy floater to go. 7-4, Dons. Jalen looking for somewhere to go with it. Drives right in, takes a floater, no good. And a rebound by Notre Dame. The rebound was by number 13, Mahorchik, sorry. Stritzel drives right in, takes a little jumper. Can't get it to go, Max with the rebound. Keyshawn drives right in. And that one gets swatted. And a little bit of holding kept Keyshawn from grabbing the ball as Max has it. Matt Stritzel drives right in. Easy layup. 9-4. X down the court quickly. Max on top. Over to Fanning in the corner. Fanning to Keyshawn. Keyshawn takes it back out. X on the left wing. Fanning comes in for a screen, slides down. It's Keyshawn with it. Over to Max. Really taking their time. Jalen with the ball. Gives to X. Takes a deep three. Can't hit it. Jalen grabs the rebound. And they'll reset the offense. Jalen's guarded tightly by number 22. That's John Lukes. And Jalen gets a bucket to go, and he'll head to the line for a potential and one. Lawrence gives Jalen a quick high five as he'll step to the charity stripe for two. And he hits it. 9-7 Don lead was just trimmed by a three-point play from Jalen Nelson. Lawrence playing some tight defense on Matt Stritzel. Trying to look for somewhere to go with it. Can't get past Lawrence. He takes a deep three. Can't hit it. Jalen unable to grab the rebound, and that pass was thrown right out of bounds. Shamrock ball. It'll be X inbounding to Lawrence. First time we've seen that in a while. And you hear the Shamrock Stud section saying, who was that to? Regards to that pass that just went out of play. Io back in the game, and they'll call it travel. It'll be Notre Dame ball. That's 34 Johnson trying to get it to Malik Jenkins, and he will. Over half court with a couple of behind the backs in between the legs. And he shovels it over to number 32, Heineken. On top to number 34, Johnson. Gives it to Malik to take a three, and he hits it. Dons lead 12-7. A minute and a half to go in the first quarter. X takes a nice dribble move and hits a floater. 12-9. This is a quick basketball game, ladies and gentlemen, as the Dons are already back down there. Malik Johnson with the ball, working on Jalen Nelson. He looks like a hard guy to guard. Takes a step-back shot, and he hits that. However, that was only a two. Lawrence with a nifty behind-the-back pass to X to start this one. X drives right in, takes another crazy floater, can't get it to go. And number 13, Mahorich, will get the ball and come back down. Matt, picked off by Max Chofie. Here he comes. And they'll get the layup to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shamrocks only trail by 3 with less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Almost out of bounds was Malik. He drives right in. No basket. They're going to call a foul prior to the charge even. A little pushing and shoving by Malik. And Malik's coming out of the game because of it. Doesn't look like a technical or anything of the sort was called. So with 31 seconds to play in the first quarter, it'll be Don ball. Inbounding from below the basket. And another foul is called on number 25, Jalen. Jalen wasn't doing anything. He was just inbound or guarding the inbounds pass. Maybe they messed up the numbers. They meant to give it to Lawrence Merritt for holding Matt Stritzel. Who's got Stritzel? Stritzel's the inbound, guarded tightly by Lawrence. And they get it right into Malik. And Malik travels with it. Shamrocks will get a shot at Coach Bailey's favorite, the last shot, with 23 seconds remaining in the first. Gives it to X. X with it. Dribbles past the half-court line slowly. Over to Max, left wing. On top to Lawrence, working on Malik. Excuse me, not Malik, Pryor. Back to Io, to X. And he's working on Wilson, number 1. 7 seconds, 6. X behind the back, shovels it in the corner. Max with it, takes a step-back shot at the buzzer. It's no good. And Notre Dame can't get a shot off to end the quarter. And after 1 quarter of play, ladies and gentlemen, the Shamrocks trail by 3, 14-11. Here come the St. Patrick cheerleaders. And if you see in the far side of the gym, the Notre Dame cheerleaders who travel out to the St. Pat's game every season. You hear the band, which would usually be in that up left corner of your screen. But because of the fact that there are so many people at this game, probably over 1,000, the band is on the stage, which is not viewable by our camera. But you can still hear them. And now you see Notre Dame's cheerleaders doing some backflips, showing off, just as our cheerleaders did a moment ago. The St. Pat's dance team will be featured during this game as well. But the main focus is on this basketball game. The last Notre Dame Pats game, and not only that, the last game at Curlin Court for Mike Killian Luke Labus, Jack McLaughlin, Keyshawn Thomas, Lawrence Merritt, Jalen Nelson, Io Ajayi, Max Chofi. We'll be saying goodbye to those seniors after today's game. But as you can see, with the addition of a freshman onto the varsity team, along with a lot of juniors getting some minutes, our team for the future looks bright. Notre Dame starts a little press. Looking for somewhere to go with it. It's X on top. Dribbles right in, passes on the baseline to Max, who gets fouled going up, but no call. And speaking of the Pats Notre Dame rivalry, as a broadcast team, this will be my last time. As Malik misses the shot, this will be my last time broadcasting a Pats ND game, as next year we will be at their place. As Lauren hits some mid-range jumper, smacks it, and the Shamrocks trail only by 1. As I was saying, this will be my last game broadcasting against Notre Dame, as next year we will travel to Niles to take on Notre Dame. The best rivalry in high school sports is being brought to you by SPHS Webcast. Looking for somewhere to go with it. They get it to Johnson in the corner. And they give it to Johnson to Pryor. Pryor dribbles right in, kicks it out to number 1, Wilson. Wilson gets it to Johnson. Tries to give and go, can't get it to go. The Shamrocks are in a 2-3 zone now. And that shot is off the mark. Io stuffs him, and here comes Lawrence down the court. It's a 2-on-1. X to Lawrence, back to Lawrence, and he gets it to go again. The Shamrocks take a 1-point lead, 15-14. Coming right in with it, and he's blocked. And a foul is called to slow down the action. Back and forth, back and forth. Like a seesaw. I don't know if you caught that on your screen, but number 3, Pryor, just gave X Pinson a little shove. X was smart enough not to let it get to him, as the first free throw is off the mark. This one's to tie the game. And here comes Max Stritzel giving the Notre Dame Don some advice. And here's Jeremiah Jones into the game for Io Ajayi, who just had his second foul. Jeremiah Wilson misses both. Rebound Max Chofi. Ball goes to X Pinson, and he's coming down the floor. X gives a little shimmy shake, nowhere to go with it. Gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence to Keyshawn. Keyshawn can't find anywhere to go with it. Dribbles right in. Takes a crazy acrobatic layup. Gets it to go and 1. And he'll have a shot at the charity stripe to give the Shamrocks a 4-point lead. Keyshawn Thomas with a crazy acrobatic lay-in that sent the stud section into an erupting frenzy. And he sinks the free throw. And the Shamrocks lead by 4. Here comes Max Stritzel right down the floor quickly. Kicks it out, but to X. Gets it popped out, and it'll be Shamrock ball still. Another turnover for Matt Stritzel. He went into some pressure trying to dribble into our number 33, Max Chofi, which is the wrong decision. Falling out of bounds, he gave the last prayer effort to get it to someone wearing a black jersey, but he was unable to do so. And who caught it? None other than Smooth X. And X Pinson's got it now. Dribbles right with it, over to Lawrence. Lawrence to X. X working on Wilson, gets it to Keyshawn in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound. Notre Dame, here comes Wilson. Kicks it in the wing. It's number 32, Heineken, with it now. Stritzel gets a spin move, gets a floater. No good. Rebound by Johnson, and he'll get that to go. 18-16 Shamrocks lead with 5 to go in the half. X slows things down a bit. Lawrence to Keyshawn, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound. Can't be gotten by Max, but here comes Jeremiah with it. And he gives it to X on top. Over to Lawrence, and Lawrence can't grab it. turnover, Pinson, and here come the Dons. We just got a message from Mr. Preslack saying, "Go Rocks. It's always better to beat ND if you can do it at home." Thank you for always tuning in, Mr. Preslack. We appreciate it. And we also appreciate all the viewers tonight, as this is our most viewed webcast of the year thus far. Early in the first quarter, I got the announcement that 72 viewers already. Lawrence, guarding Matt Stritzel. Matt Stritzel went to Immaculate Conception, same school as our junior, John Mulcrone. Both of them were coached, as well as myself, by Tom Mulcrone, one of the best coaches in Immaculate Conception history. As that little bucket by Notre Dame ties the game at 18. But let's see if the Shamrocks can do something about that. As Lawrence takes a deep three, no good. And sophomore Rob Stanford's checked into the game. X almost pokes that away, can't do it. Into the corner. Stritzel with it on top. Guarded tightly by Lawrence Merritt. And they're going to call a foul on Luke Labes. Some of you might be wondering why a sophomore, Rob Stanford, is wearing Alton's jersey. For some reason we are not aware of, Alton was not able to play tonight. And they gave the jersey to sophomore Rob Stanford to fill the plates on the roster and give him some varsity time. Easy bucket for Notre Dame, takes the lead. That's 32, Heineken. Sounds a lot similar to the adult beverage brand Heineken, but it's pronounced Heineken. X fakes a pass to Jalen, comes right in. Unable to get the layup to go, but he was fouled much before the layup even mattered. A little bit of a delay in the action. The Shamrocks, after this, will head to the Fenton Regional, hosting the winner of number 12 Schurz against number 21 Juris at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, March 1st. As the Shamrocks get a bucket to go, a three-pointer. Rebound, Notre Dame. Poked away by Jalen, right to Malik. And now here's number 32 with it. Gives it to Malik for a two. Can't get it to go. Number 1 gets the rebound. That's Wilson, and puts it up easy. Easy money for Wilson. 22-21 Dons. Lawrence with it. Over to Max for three. Schmack! Max Joffrey, the chauffeur, hits it and shoots an arrow into the St. Pat's stud section. Shamrocks take a bigger lead. 24-22. Almost gets that poked away. Able to keep it. A three from Malik is no good. Rebound X. Coming down the floor with it. He gets it to Jalen. Finds a spot. That's a three-pointer for Jalen. Schmack! Jalen Nelson hits it. 27-22 Shamrocks. Two minutes to go in the half, and the Shamrocks hold a 5-point lead. That's the biggest of the game for either team. Jalen Nelson is the chant coming from the stud section, and Notre Dame's remember the torture they went through last season when Jalen hit a buzzer beater to end their hopes of defeating the Shamrocks. X drives right in. Acrobatic layup. That's good as well. The Shamrocks now lead by 7, and I suspect a timeout soon. Stuffed by Max, and instead a foul is called. The crowd begins to settle down after about a minute and a half straight of constant eruption as the Shamrocks jumped ahead from 22-21 to a 29-22 7-point bulge. Here's Max Stritzel. Overrated chance coming from the stud section. His first shot. Off the mark. Coach Bailey trying to make sure the referees hear the yelling over the 1,000 people chanting and screaming, cheering. Our latest viewer count now has us at 138. So thank you for your loyalty this game and all season long. As Stritzel hits the second of two, and it's Jalen with it right over half court to Max for three. Schmack! Max hits it again, and the Shamrocks lead by 9. Chofi is hot from behind the arc, ladies and gentlemen. Hot from behind the arc. Stritzel takes a three, hits it. 32-26. Here's X with it. Slows it down as there's less than a minute to go in the first half of play in this St. Pat's ND ESCC conference battle. X drives right in. Can't get it to go. And here's ND coming down with 40 seconds. Max gets a nice one off the board. And it's 32-28. Shamrock lead is only 4 with 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Notre Dame begins to clap. St. Pat's stud section begins to clap, and it all gets loud. The north, east, southwest sides of the gym are getting loud. 32-28. 4-point lead for the Shamrocks with 15 seconds to go in the first half. X with it, slowing things down, working on Stritzel. Gives it over to Jalen Nelson. Looks like they're trying to get Lawrence or Max one of these last shots, and it's X with 7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4. X working on him. Takes a mid-range jumper. Can't get it at the buzzer. Max can't get anything to work either. And at the half, the Shamrocks lead 32-28. We'll be back in 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And we may have Dr. Schmidt joining us at this halftime for an interview. If not, we'll see you in 10 minutes. Once again, after the first half of play, the St. Patrick Shamrocks lead the Notre Dame Dons 32-28. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the president of St. Patrick High School, Dr. Schmidt. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, Anthony, I'm honored to be here. It's a great ball game between two awesome high schools.
So obviously the first quarter, or first half of the game rather, 32-28, it's a close one. How would you describe the game thus far?
Well, our kids are really playing hard, and so is Notre Dame. We're making our threes. They have a little size advantage, so they probably have a few more points in the paint. But we sure knocked down 4 threes at the end of that half that really give us a little bit of an edge. So it's exciting game. Terrific crowd on both sides. So
Definitely.
I'm sure glad we have this rivalry.
Right. And one of the things is, with this being the last regular season game, this is the seniors' last game at Curlin Court. What much better thing for them than to play MD to finish it out?
Just spectacular, because so many of our kids at St. Pat's are friends with the kids at Notre Dame. It's just it's just one heck of a great rivalry between two awesome schools.
And the thing that would only make it better would be a win here tonight.
Oh, we're going to get them tonight. They're playing extra hard tonight, and I think we're going to get our fair share of the breaks down. We just got to keep playing hard, and I think it's all going to pay off.
So you've been here at St. Pat's for how many years now?
This is my 50th year, proudly celebrating my career here as the leader of the Shamrocks.
So in half a century, what's your favorite moment at St. Pat's?
I think my favorite moment is probably a collective one where you see so many great guys graduate from our school, move on. They just become tremendous dads and parents and husbands and just great citizens and leaders in the city of Chicago.
All right, now here's my next question. It's a little bit off the topic of basketball. The weather's been great these past couple weeks. How's the golf game?
My golf game for an old guy is still pretty decent. I had a nasty cold over the weekend, so all my pals were playing, and I had to watch them out on the course. But there'll be plenty of time for golf. Thanks for asking. I love the game of golf.
And I haven't gotten a chance to ask you about this in an interview yet, but how cool is it to have Pat Foley announce your name at the Blackhawks game?
Yeah, it was fun. Pat's a good friend, and he really loves St. Patrick High School. I'm going to do everything to get him here next year for our game against the Academy, and
that should be
I know it'll be an honor for us here in the studio.
Definitely. And now, with the second half starting in just a couple of minutes, what do you think the keys are to the Shamrocks pulling this game out?
I think we need to make our shots, take good shots, so I think selection is going to be key. We definitely have to hit the boards. We got out-rebounded strongly in that first half, and they're a little taller and a little more aggressive on the inside. We're going to have to block out and do our job on the boards.
All right, I always ask this question to all my interviewees. What's one word to describe St. Patrick High School?
Brotherhood.
And what's one word to describe this rivalry?
Well, you know, on the college level, of course, I'm a Purdue guy. In Indiana, that Purdue-Indiana rivalry is spectacular. Here in Chicagoland, there is no better rivalry, more intense and more fun than Notre Dame and St. Patrick.
Coach Bailey said it was one of the best rivalries in all of sports.
I believe it is. It always comes down to a kind of a buzzer-beater game.
Yep.
And it's a fight right to the finish.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Schmidt, for joining us. Have a great day.
Anthony, proud to be with you.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Rock on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the electric curling court for the second half of action between the St. Patrick's Shamrocks and the Notre Dame Dons. The atmosphere is described by just one word: electric. The sound downstairs is deafening. And we're all geared up for a second half of basketball between these two excellent ESCC schools. Notre Dame sits tied for second in the conference with a record in conference, I believe, of 6-2. And our record in conference is 5-3. So a win tonight would tie us with Notre Dame for, I believe, third in the conference, with the end of it being this week. And number 34, that is Johnson. He gets fouled and sent to the line, makes his first to tighten this game up to within a triple. The stud sections from both schools are loud, but St. Patrick's is outshining the Dons thus far. Jalen gets the rebound, flips it to X, and here come the Shamrocks. Lawrence hands it off to Jalen. This offense looks similar to one that the Kansas Jayhawks run, as Jalen gets hit on the way down on a three, nothing called, and he missed it. Max takes a little floater off the glass, and Matt Stritzel gets it to go to bring the Dons within one as X Pinson comes back down the court. X shovels it over to Lawrence. Lawrence to X. X to Max. Max to Lawrence. Lawrence drives the baseline, comes back out with it. Comes back in with it. Gives it to Jalen. To Jeremiah on top, swings it to X. Lawrence coming on the baseline. Back on top to Jalen. Takes a mid-ranger. Can't hit it. And Jeremiah pokes it out of bounds. And it'll be Don ball. As of right now, the game has 145 viewers, one of them being Mr. Preslak. And I'd like to give a shout out to 4 others. My father, my mother, my Aunt Sue, and my grandma. Thank you for watching me as much as you can, and I appreciate it very much. Along with all of you watching back home, we appreciate your loyalty this game and all season long. As Notre Dame takes a lead with a 3 from Malik Jenkins. St. Pat's will call a timeout to stop anything from sparking up. Coach Bailey will calm them down a bit. Tell them to play their game and keep doing what we've been doing. In this timeout, I'm sure Coach is saying we need to crash the glass a lot better. We need to get better, more rebounds and more efficient shots from the three-point line. The last 2 possessions, we've taken shots that I'm sure Coach Bailey would rather find a better look at the basket. Notre Dame is converted with a 3 from Malik Jenkins and a nice layup from Matt Stritzel to give them a 2-point lead. 6.5 remain in the third quarter of play. It's Chofi, Pinson, Nelson, Merritt, and Jones. Shamrock ball. Jalen will inbound. Right into X. Notre Dame running a full court pressure. Loops it over to Jalen, to Lawrence to get it across. Over to Max. And they try to trap him. And St. Pat's gets it. Jalen to X. X drives right in, takes a floater that gets blocked by number 34, Johnson, and here comes Wilson over to Stritzel. A couple of moves puts him right in the post. And number 32, Heineken with it. Gets it inside to Johnson, and they'll call a hold on Jeremiah Jones. Stritzel loses it, and it'll be coming back down for the Shamrocks. Max to X. X to Lawrence. Lawrence will try to get it over half court. X does by shoveling it to Max. Swings it to Lawrence. And ND's back into their man-to-man rather than the full court pressure. Lawrence with it. Over to X. X finds an open area on the court and swims there. Drives right in, takes a layup. And no foul is called as the ball went off of X out of bounds, so it will be down ball. And in the game is Keyshawn Thomas for Jalen Nelson, a player whose heroics earned the Shamrocks a victory last December against the same Notre Dame team. And in the corner with it, on top to Wilson. Wilson drives right in, takes a layup, gets it to go. 36-32. Shamrocks trail by 4. X with it near the Shamrock at the center of the court. Gets a screen from Max, shoves it to Max, who takes the 3. Schmack! Max is lights out, ladies and gentlemen, as he schmacks a triple. And the Shamrocks trail only by 1. And a 3-pointer by Notre Dame gets the friendly Jalen Nelson bounce to give the Dons a 4-point lead as X drives right down the court. X's motor does not run empty, ladies and gentlemen, as he does not come out of games very often. X drives right in. A little bit of spinning, gives it to Max on top for 3. And he gets that one to go, ladies and gentlemen. He is hot from behind the arc. Shamrocks trail by 1 with 4 to go in the third. And they'll call a reach and foul on Lawrence. Max is already around 15 points for the evening. Next closest would be Lawrence's 8. Notre Dame takes a timeout. Their 4-point lead is a lot smaller now as it is only 1 measly point. Our number on the day keeps increasing in viewers as we are now up to 172. Both cheerleading teams are at it now. And at halftime, obviously I interviewed Dr. Schmidt, and I hope all of you enjoyed that. But also the performance by the dance team at center court was spectacular. Along with the cheerleading squads from both teams and both teams on the court. Nothing but greatness tonight. Being a hero in this game leads to your name being echoed through the halls for years to come, as Jalen Nelson could attest to, after sinking the buzzer beater last year to beat ND. Down ball. They get it into Stritzel. Stritzel over to Johnson. Johnson down low to number 1. That's Wilson, gets it to go. Jamil Wilson has been putting up a lot of easy buckets inside. Tough to guard when he's a 6'6" guard. Right in is X with it, gets it stuffed over to X. Max fakes it, takes a shot, and he hits another one. On fire is Max Chofie, and the game is tied at 41. And Stritzel gets that to go, no charge. Here comes X, almost gets it poked. Max with it, takes a deep run. Can't hit it. Heat check, can't get it to go, and here comes Stritzel. Down the court, easy, gets an easy lay-in, and the Dons lead by 4. Baseball pass to Ayo. He gets a layup and 1. And Lord Ajayi will head to the line. Io hits it. 3-point play for the Shamrocks brings them within 1 to the Dons. Stritzel with it now. And it's back to number 1 of their leading scorers on the evening. Kicks it over to Malik, and that's thrown away. Shamrock ball with a chance to take the lead, trailing by only 1 with 2:43 to go in the third. X with it. Gets a screen. Drives in. Takes a floater. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Puts that up and in easily. Shamrocks take the lead. 46-45 with 2.5 in the third. Stritzel now guarded by Keyshawn Thomas. Takes a mid-ranger. Can't get it. Keyshawn with the rebound over to X. And here come the Shamrocks with a chance to add to that lead. Oh, and a little bit trickery with the ball. Faked it to Lawrence, and X still has it. Now Lawrence has it. Working on Stritzel. Now it's X. Max in the corner. Lawrence on top for 3. No good. ND takes a 3, and they hit it. That's 32 Heineken. And they now lead by 2. This game is back and forth. A classic between these two conference foes. Our total for the game is now up over 200s as we sit at 204. Both cheerleading teams out on the court performing. The band you can hear but cannot see, and they are performing stellar as usual. The crowd is quiet now. Nothing but a buzz. Now only thing to wait for is these two teams to get back in action, because that crowd, just like a volcano, is sitting ready to erupt. Max into Jalen Nelson. A new guy taking it up. Keyshawn with it. As X is checked out of the game for the first time. Io to Jalen to Max. Max to Lawrence. Lawrence guarded by number 1 Wilson. Keyshawn with it. Guarded by 22 Lukes. As Jalen hits a mid-range jumper to tie the game at 48. The first team to 50 will be found out in just a matter of seconds. As Keyshawn gets the rebound, and here come the Shamrocks. Easy layup for Keyshawn, and the Shamrocks are the first to reach 50. .57 remain in the third quarter. Shamrocks hold a 2-point lead with under a minute to go in the third quarter of action. And the Shamrocks sink into what looks like a sagged man. Man-to-man with a lot of guys on the help line trying to prevent any driving and crashing the boards. A lot of talking and a lot of movement going on in the paint. Out of bounds off of Max. It'll remain with the Dons with half a minute to go in the third. Notre Dame with it. Wrestle for it. Can't get it. And it'll stay with Notre Dame as Malik has it and gives it over to Wilson. Malik Jenkins has hit a couple shots along with Wilson, a couple easy layups as Notre Dame looks to hold for the last shot of the quarter. 10 remain. Stritzel with the ball. Guarded by Keyshawn. Down low to number 1. 3 seconds remain. Shamrocks get it into Jalen. At the buzzer. Just misses. And ladies and gentlemen, we head to the fourth quarter. The quarter where heroes are made and scapegoats. The quarter where players get to make a name for themselves, fans get to go crazy, and this rivalry's next chapter concludes. 8 minutes remain on the clock, and both teams are notched at 50. The fourth quarter will be the last quarter at Curland Court for Mike Killian, Luke Labus, Jack McLaughlin, Keyshawn Thomas, Lawrence Merritt, Jalen Nelson, Iowa Jai, and Max Chofie. Curland Court will say goodbye to those outstanding seniors who have done nothing but contribute all 4 years to this basketball program and to this school. The last game of the regular season concludes in 8 minutes for the St. Patrick Shamrocks and the Notre Dame Dons. And they will head to the regional March 1st at Fenton, playing either Schurz or Giraz at 7 p.m. Then they go to the regional semifinal, or for the regional championship at 7 p.m. Friday, March 3rd, most likely against Oak Park River Forest. But as we know in basketball, especially in the month of March, anything can happen. X with it. Gives it to Keyshawn. Back to X. Lawrence for 3. Can't hit it. Rebound, Jeremiah. Powerful move. Gets fouled. Jeremiah at the line. Jeremiah hits it at the line, and the Shamrocks get a 1-point edge. That's Jeremiah's first points in this ballgame, but none this far have been there. Rebound X. Missed free throw by Jeremiah, but it doesn't matter. Shamrocks have the ball. Max to X to Key. Keyshawn dribbles down the baseline, comes back out. Something Sean Eck used to do so magnificently. And the ball's with X. He takes a 3. No good, but a whistle blew before. Defensive foul on the Dons. Shamrock ball. It'll be Keyshawn inbounding, most likely to X. And X has it. None other than X Pinson. Dribbling right with it. Kicks it back on top to Lawrence Merritt. Lawrence to X. X looking for somewhere to go with it. Kicks it back out. Guarded tightly by 32. Heinechich. Lawrence in the corner for Max. To X for 3. No good. Rebound. Notre Dame. Heinechin with it. And coming back down is it with Stritzel. With a 1-point deficit, the Dons look to take the lead as X pokes that one out of bounds. 6 minutes and 50 seconds remain. And it's Wilson. Over to Stritzel, takes a three, off balance, misses it, and Malik gets the rebound. Takes a wide open three, hits it. Dons lead by 2. Little defensive breakdown as both Keyshawn Thomas and Lawrence Merritt guarded Stritzel and did not pay attention to the one with the ball, Malik Jenkins. X, dribbling right inside, comes up for a layup, gets it to go and one. The Shamrock stud section just erupted. And X will head to the line. And he hits that one as well to give the Shamrocks a 1-point lead. Shamrocks really need to bear down and get some rebounds here if they want to emerge victorious in this tough game. Max Stritzel traveled before he put up the shot. Shamrock ball, lead by 1. With a chance to add on. The Shamrocks are looking to take back what they had, in the words of Coach Bailey, and earn a chance to tie with them in the ESCC Conference and grab some momentum going into the regional. Keyshawn tries to pass that, gets that knocked out of bounds. Shamrocks will be inbounding. Lawrence with it, guarded by Malik Jenkins. Up top to Chofi. Chofi to X Pinson. Over to Lawrence. Takes a deep three. No good. Can't get the rebound. It's Malik Jenkins with it who will take the ball up for the Dons. Trailing by 1. Looking to gain the lead back. No charge. Malik takes another three. Can't get it. Big rebound to X Pinson coming down the floor. No look pass to Keyshawn. Gets it up and no good. He'll head to the line. Malik Johnson fell down, looking for a charge, couldn't get it. A little bit of a flop, and he'll get charged for the block, and Keyshawn Thomas heads to the line. Keyshawn Thomas at the line. First shot from the lefty is up and no good. Keyshawn, second shot's no good. Out of bounds off the Dons. Shamrock ball. Stritzel does not seem happy with the result of that one. Lawrence gets it into X. Right in with it is Keyshawn. Kicks it out. Off of Stritzel's Shamrock ball. Airballed. Io can't save it. Don's ball with 4:57 remaining in the game. Stritzel gets one easy off the glass to give the Dons a 1-point edge. And here come the Shamrocks. Keyshawn. Dribbles left. Kicks it to Lawrence. Calls for a screen from Max. Dribbles into the corner. Comes back out with it. Gives it to Keyshawn at top of the key. Over to Max on the wing. Lawrence to X. X bounce pass to Lawrence. Shovels it to Max. Over to Keyshawn for three. Can't hit it. Rebound Dons. That's Wilson with it coming right in. Easy Euro step off the backboard and no good. Trophy gets it to Keyshawn. Over to X. Tries to swing it. Shamrocks still have the ball as it got poked away but retained by the Shamrocks. And X will slow things down with a chance to gain a lead. Nice layup for X Pinson as he gets it to go. And they're going to call a blocking foul as Matt Stritzel went up for that one. And got fouled by, I believe, Lawrence. Might have been Keyshawn. Both were involved. Keyshawn negotiates with the referee. Nothing results. And Lawrence might be coming out of the game because he has 3 fouls. The Immaculate Conception alum, Matt Stritzel, makes the first to tie the game at 56. Matt Stritzel, John Mulcrone, and myself are all Immaculate Conception grads, but right now there's 2 of us on the Shamrock side and only 1 on the Don side. Io snags a rebound. Gives it to X off his foot. Saved by Jalen. And here comes X with it. Tie game. Over to Jalen. The hero from a year ago. Lawrence to X. X clearing himself some room. Working on Lokes. Step back. Takes a layup. Gets fouled by 22. Lokes. John Lokes. And he was in the act of shooting, so X Pinson, who has struggled at the line in the past couple of games, will have a chance to give the Shamrocks a lead. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remain in this game. First shot by X is no good. X has a chance still to give the Shamrocks a lead. This one is up and good. Shamrocks take a 1-point lead as Tree Turchin remain in the 4th quarter. And that was a little something in honor of Pat Foley, Dr. Schmidt's good friend. Notre Dame jumps ahead with a quick bucket of their own, 58-57. Under 3 minutes. Under 3 minutes left in the careers of these seniors. Bounce pass to Io, down low, gets it to go. Easy money for the big man. As Stritzel comes right in, shovels it down low. And 34. Johnson gets it to go. 60-59. Shamrocks trail by 1, and a timeout is called. This game has already outscored the game from a year ago in December, as I believe the final score was 54-51 or 54-52, something along those lines. And the Dons are in the 60s, and the Shamrocks are sitting right behind at 59, with still 2.5 to go in the 4th quarter. John Mulcrone, Jr. from Immaculate Conception on the St. Pat's basketball team, who will hopefully be gaining more minutes next season as a senior, said last night he was so pumped and so ready for this Notre Dame game that he prepared by praying the rosary in full. What more could you ask from a St. Patrick High School student, a Catholic student, a Catholic student athlete, that is John Mulcrone. And the Shamrocks are also looking to earn a victory for junior Eric Liss's birthday as he turns 17, as the Shamrocks have a chance to win for him. Jalen backs up, gets a screen from Max. Timeout called by the St. Patrick Shamrocks. 2 minutes and 21 seconds remain in this game. Both cheerleading squads are out on the court, and you see our St. Patrick ones, every single one of them, putting on a show for this, their final game at Curlin Court for some of their seniors. And it is the final game at Curlin Court for a few of the band members as well who were recognized before the game. A lot of these players on the team, Lawrence, Jalen, Keyshawn, to name a few, have been on the varsity team 3 of the last 4 seasons. So it'll be different in the locker room next year and on the court without those 3 guys. Let's put it this way, there has not been a game of Shamrock basketball where I have not said Lawrence Merritt's name. He's been on the court in every game I broadcast, I believe. Lawrence to Max. Max to Lawrence in the corner. Doesn't pop it. Gives it to Jalen on top. Dribbles right with it left. Right inside. Easy floater. Jalen Nelson, the hero from a year ago, gets it to go. 10 points for Jalen on the evening. As Stritzel has it. Takes a 3. Looks off the mark. It is. Rebound off the Dons. And it stays with the Shamrocks even though it bounced off the Don. Out of bounds. Coach Bailey, I assume, is livid with that what looks like a missed call by the refs. However, it will be the Dons' ball as they trail by 1, trying to get it to Stritzel. They get it to Stritzel, takes a floater, and gets that to go and gives them a 1-point lead with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the game. Jalen to X. X to Lawrence. Lawrence over to Max. Max to X. The defense chants you can hear from the Notre Dame stud section as the Shamrocks are looking to get some offense going. No foul as Lawrence takes a spill. Jalen takes a deep 3. No good. X tries to save it and does. But it goes right to Stritzel. Stritzel coming down the court. Gets a bucket to go. Less than a minute to go. The Shamrocks trail by 3. The crowd is in absolute frenzy right now. And X is looking for something to do with it. The Shamrocks call a timeout. .51.5 seconds remain in the careers at Curlin Court of these seniors. The Shamrocks trail by 3. A long way from over with 51 ticks left on the clock. The Shamrocks, in their best opinion, unless they get a wide open 3, should look to drive and score and quickly foul to keep the game slow paced and give them a better opportunity to gain a lead somewhere, somehow. Here you can finally see a view of the band. Below our TV studio, you can see the band putting on a show of excellent music. But pretty soon we'll be back to the game, where in 51.5 seconds, we will decide the victor of the latest chapter of the Notre Dame-St. Patrick High School rivalry. Heroes are made in this final minute. And as we reach the final minute of the game, We have 266 viewers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all at home for tuning in. But back to the game. Shamrocks trail by 3. Dr. Schmidt said it would come down to a buzzer beater. Let's see if he's correct. X takes it up. 50 seconds left. I guarantee you they will not hold for a last shot here. X goes left. With a 3-point deficit. Drives right in. Kicks it out to Lawrence. Lawrence drives in. Kicks it out. Turns it over. Down ball. 30 seconds remain. And a foul on Jalen Nelson. 23 seconds remain. Not a whole lot of time. Whole lot of time to get a steal and a quick basket and a foul. Whole lot of time to foul and hope he misses. A lot can happen in the 23 seconds. And they'll get it to Max. Matt Stritzel gets fouled by Keyshawn Thomas. And I believe he'll be at the line. And he will not be at the line yet as the Shamrocks need one more to be in the bonus. They get it to Max again. Foul on Keyshawn. And he'll head to the line now. This is a huge free throw. Matt shoots and hits it. Shamrocks have a 4-point lead. And a timeout is called as the Shamrocks trail by 4. The Dons lead by 4 with 21 seconds remaining. Now the quickest thing will be basket and foul, basket and foul, basket and foul. That'll be the Shamrocks' recipe for success if they hope to emerge victorious in this tight contested game. In the timeout, I'm sure Coach Bailey is telling his team to stick to their plan. Not do anything crazy. Take an open shot. Hopefully hit the open shot and foul. Easiest way to do it, let's say Matt misses this one. Come down, hit a shot. It'll be 65-64. And then foul again. It'll be, if he makes them both, we'll trail by 3 with a shot to win or at least tie at the buzzer. It's all going to come down to Shamrock's execution behind the arc and Don execution behind the charity stripe. Matt Stritzel trying to get the St. Patrick deficit to 5. His shot is up and good. X with it. 20 seconds remaining. And he's looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets a screen and drives right in. Gets an easy layup. 63-66, Shamrocks trail by 3. That took a lot of time off the clock, however, as it's 63-66 and 10.2 seconds remain. They'll need a quick foul, hopefully a miss, and a quick 3 to send the game to overtime. A make from the free throw line by the Dons would most likely put this game out of reach. But as we know in basketball, anything is possible. .2 ticks remain in the latest chapter of this tightly fought tiebreaker after tiebreaker rivalry. This one's another one for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. A classic that'll go down as one of the best games we've seen between the Dons and the Rocks. A lot of time remains. Tight defense will be played by the Dons. They'll look for a screen. And then need a quick foul. 7.8 remain. As Malik Jenkins is with the ball. If he misses, the Shamrocks will have a shot to tie for overtime. If he makes it, the Shamrocks will have to score quickly and foul again. The scenarios are there. The likelihood is slim, but the possibilities are endless. Malik Jenkins. Up and good. Still not out of reach. Shamrocks trail by 4. They'll need a quick one. And he misses it. Trophy with it to X. X down the court quickly. Stolen by the Dons, and the Dons will win the game. The final here at Curlin Court, 67-63. And that's the end of our season broadcasting these games here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us tonight and all season long at Curlin Court. The final score being 67-63 Dons. The Shamrocks were unable to take the victory in this game, but that does not take as the Dons defeated the Shamrocks 67-63. We'd like to thank Coach Bailey for his pregame interview and Dr. Schmidt for his halftime interview and all the interviews all season long right here at Curlin Court and right here at Ustream at SPHS Webcast. We'd also like to express our gratitude for some of the behind-the-scenes people who have made this production possible tonight and all season long through the technical difficulties we've fought through this season. Andres Nablis, class of 2020, a cameraman. Riley Sonderman, class of 20, audio. And Jack Warner, class of 2020, video. And we'd also like to thank Michael Pasquale for his contribution this season, although he was unable to work with us the past couple of games. We'd also like to express our utmost gratitude to Mr. Doyle, our producer and director, who dedicates time and commitment to this program to make these broadcasts as fluent and as professional as possible. Without these people tonight and all season long, we would not have been able to put on the outstanding show that I hope we did put on for you tonight. I'd like to steal another little Pat Foleyism for you. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. However, we know you did not enjoy the outcome. My name is Anthony Pasquale from the class of 2018, and this was our last broadcast for the season. But I'll be back here next year along with the St. Patrick broadcasting team at SPHS Webcast, and we will be on Ustream in the 2017-2018 season. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at SPHS Webcast, or drop us a line at SPHSwebcast@stpatrick.org. We'll see you next season. For all the ups and downs, the bumps on the roller coaster for this ride that is 2016-2017, we'd like to thank you for your loyalty watching us all season long, and I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to bring you the St. Patrick basketball games with my twist. I'm Anthony Pasquale signing off for the final time this season at Curlin Court. Rock on.